What we're talking about today is how to copy our trades, how to get funded up to $150,000 of other people's money to trade your account and to keep the profits. Now, this loophole allows beginners to make 5 to 15K a month in crypto without risking your own capital. And brand new for today, which wasn't on the last time we did this, is I'll also reveal how to get up to $2,500 in airdrop tokens. My name is Scott Phillips. Everyone, thanks for being here. Today's an Encore event, but I've got some new, never seen before announcements ready for you today. So here's what you're going to get out of today's event. I'm going to show you how to pull in $5,000 to $15,000 every month by letting someone else to give you the money to trade with. I mean, we're talking up to 150 grand here. Quick math, if you make just 10% a month on 150K, that's $15,000 in your pocket. This works for complete beginners who've never made a dime trading. And it works for people who already know how to trade, but don't have enough capital to make it worth their time. And I think we've all been in that situation where you finally got trading figured out. You're finally good enough at it that you can grind out a living, but your trading capital is so small that it's not actually worth your time to do. So I've been doing this and it works. And today I'm pulling back the curtain on exactly how. If you caught last week's live event, this isn't just a rehash. I'm going to show you a new trading edge that we found we've never revealed before, and it's probably going to end up being even more profitable than the green bar trade we're doing now. Plus, I'll show you how to get an extra 2,500 in airdrop tokens to jumpstart your wealth journey, so stick around for that. But first, here's the game plan for today. We're going to break down how to get up to $150,000 in trading capital handed to you. No deposits, no loans, nothing to sign, no risking your rent money. And second, I'll show you the specific trades, the two main trades that we're using to turn that capital into consistent monthly income. Third, how all of this adds up to $5,000 to $15,000 hitting your bank account every month. And that's real money, spendable money, withdrawable every day. I'm going to show you proof that regular people are succeeding with this trading system right now. Rob almost doubled his account. He's been consistent. He's been disciplined. I love this guy. And now he's making real money. Charles traded 5 coins, one on all 5. There's a whole community of people doing this as we speak. So let me show you how to join. I'm going to deliver value to 2 groups of people today. Group 1 is if you've never traded before, and the idea of losing money while you learn, which I did, which everyone did, if that terrifies you, you're in the right spot. And I get it. That's why I'm going to hand you a system that works for beginners and show you how to do it without touching your savings. Group 2 is if you've traded before, you had some wins, but you're stuck because you don't have enough money in your account to make trading worth the effort to give up your day job. For both groups, the goal's the same. Get you making enough money that your job becomes optional. Imagine what that looks like. Monday morning run, no commute, no boss telling you what to do. It's my situation. You want to take a week off, you take a week off. I'm in a week off right now. As soon as this is over, I'm getting on a BMW 850 GS motorcycle, which I rented, and I'm going to ride probably the best motorcycle road in the world, which is called the Mae Hong Song Road. I'm leaving from where I am now, which is Chiang Mai. I'm going to ride north into the Golden Triangle with 2 of my best friends, and we're going to go on an epic motorcycling trip. And that's the type of thing that we can do when we have the freedom to not have to ask anyone's permission. You want to work from Bali? You work from Bali. You're not glued to your computer 12 hours a day watching candles. We're talking 1 to 2 hours a week. That's it. Drop $1 in the chat if that sounds like the life that you want. We're getting dollar signs in this chat. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Good. Let's get into it. Quick background for those who don't know me. I'm Scott Phillips. Been trading for 20 years. I'm the gorilla looking guy here. I started off in TradFi trend following. I got into algo trading with my great friend Michael Merle years ago, and we figured it out and got better and better, both of us, over the years. I traded under billionaire traders like Ed Secoda and Van Tharp. I made 3 million in 2 trades in 2024 with some really small markets, and I'm good at finding niche but profitable trades. That's my specialty. And we bought Cock Inu early. We bought a stupid coin called Retardio early. I 10x'd Perp Futures account on Hyperliquid early. I'm good at being early to stuff. And being early to stuff is its own kind of magic, but I messed it up once. I bought Bitcoin when it was $4.21, it went to $30 and $31 and then fell back to $23 and I puked and I sold it. All except for 9 Bitcoin. I turned $40,000 into $770,000 in the last bull run. And more recently, I turned 5 grand into 1.3 million with a for-fun side account. This is me benching 5 plates. I'm a gorilla. I was an ex world-class powerlifter back in the day. Now, I made money from crypto with a whole variety of different strategies. But really, we can boil it down to just two main ways. I mean, the two main ways that we make money make massive returns. We're talking 10x, 100x gains, outlier stuff. And option B is trade with massive capital and grind it out slowly. And even small percentage wins become huge dollar amounts. And the trick here is risk management, never risking your stack. Most people chase option A, and I've spent big periods of time chasing option A. Wonderful when it comes off, scrolling Twitter looking for the next 100x trade. Yeah, it's not impossible to find those moonshots. I've done it, half a dozen times in 7 years, but that's not that often. It's hard, it's unpredictable. You can't build a life around lottery tickets. This is way more realistic. So, this is a system that makes 10% per month consistently. 10% per month is absolutely doable, even for beginners. But here's where it gets interesting. 10% on $1,000 is $100 per month. $100 per month is cool, but it's not changing your life. 10% on 150,000 in capital is 15,000 a month. Now we're talking. It's the same 10%, the same effort, the same time commitment, but completely different outcome. We can get other people to fund us. And yeah, this is real. Anyone watching this can qualify for up to 150K in trading capital. No shit. I'll show you exactly how in a bit. But first, there's no point getting 150K if you don't know what to do with it. So let me show you the trading system first. For the past few months, my team and I, we've been hunting for all kinds of new trading edges. We wanted something that was one, repeatable, it works over and over again. Two, predictable, you know what to expect. And three, and most important right now, while the market's kind of shitty, it has to be profitable in any market, up, down, sideways, it doesn't matter. So we tested a lot of stuff, and most of it is garbage. But we found two strategies that stand out more than anything else in our, 72 odd strategies that we know about right now that are on our books. If you were in at the previous event, you'll know one of them. But the big update here is there's a new trading edge that I've never revealed before. But for the guys who haven't seen our original trading strategy, let me quickly explain. First trade is what we call the green bar trade. The second trade is called rubber band pairs trading edge. And this is the new one. Both are printing money, but let me start by explaining the green bar trade first. Here's the quick version of how it works. Every day around midnight UTC, when the daily candle changes from one daily candle to the next daily candle on the charts, something very, very predictable happens in crypto. Traders get excited and they pile into the coins that have been going up the most right before the daily candle closes. They overbuy, they push prices higher than they should be. Now, this is both traders getting excited because they've seen what's the top gainer list today, and they'll see a coin on the top gainer list and they'll buy it heading into the close, or price insensitive algorithmic buying, people who want to buy the top gainers for the day and they've got an algorithmic program to do that, or people who just see it on a top list and start buying it. There is price insensitive buying and they push prices higher than they should be. You can literally see it right on the chart, this big green bar of buying pressure right before midnight, right before it. And then what happens is these pumped up coins usually come crashing back down. The bulk of it happens within 1 to 2 hours, but there's still a small reversion effect happening 3 hours out. So what do? We short these coins, we make money when the price drops, and we don't try and get too cute about it. We don't go, oh, here's my stop loss, here's my profit target. We don't get too cute. We have a very broad tendency for these coins to drop really hard over the first 3 hours. It's called mean reversion. Prices get stretched too far in one direction and then they snap back. It's been around forever, but in crypto, it happens fast. It happens in hours, not over days. So I actually did this live on a webinar just like this one. We hit 4 out of 5 trades in profit, and people watch me do it in real time. If you were there on the webinar, you can talk about it. It's not just me getting results. Regular people, beginners, they're doing this. Like we've got a group full of people: Scott Rosenthal, Craig McKnight, James, Hao Seng. Regular people are doing this too. These aren't pro traders like me. So here's a bunch of trades where we executed the green bar trade. You'll get the idea. So look at the coins. They're mostly garbage coins. Mostly garbage coins. These are all these are all really garbage coins. Grass, SPX 6900, Prompt, Saga, Bitcoin Trash, NPXC, garbage coins. So you notice something, they're all short positions. So we made money while prices dropped. And that's perfect for this market. When everything's bleeding, we're still getting paid. You can repeat it over and over. I'd like to show you how this has worked way back since the start of the year. This is an extremely strong trade. You know, a gross Sharpe ratio of 2.14, just holding it for 1 hour. If you hold it for 2 hours, it's a gross Sharpe ratio of 2.16. So this is the important thing. Our equity curve is steady and smooth. This is before cost, this is after cost. But our equity curve is steady and smooth, and it doesn't matter too much if you hold it for 1 hour or 2 hours. So what that tells us is that this is a very forgiving trade. It doesn't matter if you get the exit right. You're not like looking to time the thing perfectly. It's perfect. It's perfect for this market because when everything's bleeding, we're still getting paid. You can repeat it over and over. So how are complete beginners pulling this off? Well, that's where the group comes in. I put together a group of elite traders and I opened it up to the rest of my community to take advantage of. It's called YF10, short for your first 10K in crypto, because that's the mission, to get your first $10,000 month from crypto. Now, here's how your first 10K works. Every week, our trading coaches, Maurizio and Artem, they run a live trading session. Maurizio's a professional trader. He's been trading professionally, God, a decade now. He started working with me in 2020. He runs a lot of the calls for my other programs. Artem's our rising star. Artem has a master's in mathematics. He trained directly under me and James Hodges, who's our lead quant. And he is, I don't know if he wants me to say this, but he is a veteran of the Ukrainian SBU. They're uh, he was drone pilot for Ukraine, killing Russians. Um, he had to leave because the Russians figured out who he is, and here he is. We got it. He's great, super smart, absolute killer. These guys developed the green bar trade. Honestly, they execute it much better than I do. They're better traders than I am these days. So once you're in the group, you hop on the live call. They share their screen. They show you exactly which coins to trade, and you copy them. They click buy, you click buy. They click sell, you click sell. It's that simple. Push button trading. You're trading live alongside professionals making the same moves at the same time. If you can't make the live calls, it's no problem. Every trade goes out as a real-time alert on your phone. You get a notification, you open your app, you make the trade, takes 2 minutes. All the call recordings get posted in the group too. But here's what I need you to understand about YF10. We're not a one-trick pony. The green bar trade is what's crushing it in it's really doing well right now, but markets change. And when they do, we adapt. And my team is always looking for new ways to profit. Recently, we found something big. But first, let me tell you about James Hodges, the Robot James. James is our lead quant. You can follow him on Twitter at the Robot James. Incredible guy. He's the brain behind a lot of the research that powers our systems. He's been my business partner for many years. He worked as a quantitative researcher at BlackRock. Yes, that BlackRock. He's the guy who's pulled $1 million trading days on his personal account, actual seven-figure days. He's got a if you Google him, you'll see an incredible amount of knowledge that he's posted online about trading. Some of the very best trading advice you'll ever see anywhere. So when James comes to me with a new edge, I pay attention. So a few weeks ago, James walks in. He says he's got a new trade for the Wife 10 group, and I knew I had to share it with everyone here. It's called rubber band pairs trading. He called it white girls pairs trading, but rubber band pairs trading is a more reasonable name. It's a funny name, but it's a simple and effective way to make consistent profits. Now, if you've never heard of pairs trading before, let's break it down. Pairs trading is based on one simple idea. Things that are basically the same tend to move in similar ways. And we see that today. Gold and silver both went up. Gold goes up, silver goes up. More than likely um when gold goes down, silver goes down. That's just the way that things work. Think about Visa and MasterCard, both credit card companies, both do the same thing. In a perfect world, they'd both go up together and both go down together, but not always. When good news hits the financial sector, both go up. When bad news hits, both go down. So most of the time, if you look at two things that are basically the same, and in crypto, there's a lot of that, right? Um, 1inch and Aave, Sand and Mana, both Web3 coins, Uni and Sushi. There's all kinds of things that are the same. Hyperliquid and lighter. Most of the time, there's not they trade they wiggle together, and there's no trade possible if these two things are wiggling together with no significant divergence. So here's the truth: is that either two instruments diverge often enough and noisily enough for you to make a profit, or they don't. And no amount of math camp and covariance matrix and co-integration tests and no amount of math camp can fix that. Either they wiggle like this or they don't. And sometimes a gap opens up. And why did it happen? Well, when that happens, you can bet on them snapping back together. Why these gaps happen is because some donkey comes in and says, I want to buy whatever asset A is. And in crypto, that when you buy things aggressively, it pushes the price too fast. And this can either be triggered by some fundamental change in the price, like an announcement, team unlocks, something like that, that would mean that there really is a difference between the two coins. But usually it's just some idiot buying at the wrong time and the wrong price unskillfully. When that happens, we're looking for reversion. And we see this in both directions, selling and buying. Has everyone got this? Like, can you put in the chat if you've got this? Because this is the important concept. Now, this is pairs trading. You're betting on the snapback. Now, this one doesn't have to. One key point is, unlike the green bar trade, this thing happens all day, every day. So if you want to come in at 6 in the evening, you can trade this one. If you want to come in at 2 in the afternoon, you can trade this one. This one is coins are getting out of whack and mean reverting and getting out of whack and mean reverting all day, every day. This is, if you want to take 10 trades a day, this is your huckleberry. So this is why this matters for crypto. In crypto, we see these gaps all the time, and we see stupid people buying liquid shit coins with market orders, which is the main one. We see price insensitive ETF and digital asset token buyers who just have a mandate to buy $1 million worth of something today, and they don't care what price they paid because it ain't their money. We see people using too much leverage. This is very, very common, especially in perpetual futures. People use too much leverage and they get liquidated. When they get liquidated, they don't get to choose the prices they trade at, and they get traded at bad prices, and it pushes things out of whack. So if we're looking, for example, at two Web3 coins, Sand, USD Tether, and Mana, USD Tether, and someone gets liquidated on Sand, well, Sand is going to drop like a stone for a few minutes, but Mana probably won't, and we can trade the reversion. I think everyone here would intuitively agree with me that there's way more dumb stuff happening in crypto. Why? Because there's way more dumb people, way less professionals in crypto. Therefore, there's way more opportunity to trade at good prices. Constrained or forced traders who have to do something or don't get a choice, who are being liquidated, they shove the price of one coin away from where it should be and it just naturally snaps back. We trade the snapback. James found specific pairs in crypto where this is extremely possible. And the key point here is that coin pairs that have reverted a lot in the recent past have a statistically higher probability of reverting in the near future. And this is a statistically verifiable fact about crypto called the lead lag relationship. We're looking for pairs of coins that are basically the same. Similar use cases, similar fundamentals, similar volatilities. This makes our job as traders much easier because we don't have to like do all this complicated volatility adjustment and say, okay, we're gonna trade three coins of this and for every one coin of that. We just look for chances are that perp dexes are probably going to have similar volatilities. Chances are that Web3 coins are probably going to have similar volatilities. Chances are that layer two coins are probably going to have similar volatilities. When one gets pushed away from the other, we trade the snapback. That's just how we do it. And the averaged idealized P&L, which you're never going to get completely for a convergence trade, it's over 4% on average. And this should be enough money to even after we take all our costs, if we've minimized all the things that we can do wrong. So even after taking out the reasonably high costs of trading crypto, this is an easy trade to make money on. So let me give you an example. Let's think about Uniswap and SushiSwap. Sushi is literally a fork of Uniswap. They have the same code. They do the exact same thing. They're both automated market makers, same user base, same revenue model, same everything. Most of the time, their prices move together. But sometimes one gets slammed either by a big trade or a liquidation cascade and a gap opens up. And that's when we step in. We bet on the snapback. We profit when they come back together. Same concept as Visa and MasterCard in the TradFi, two companies doing the same thing. Now, why does this snapback work? Well, you probably already noticed this with Bitcoin already. Over the past few months, Bitcoin's been bouncing between 88 and 96K. It goes up, hits resistance, comes back down, goes down, hits support, bounces back up. It's been a pain in the ass. It keeps snapping back. In other words, well, nothing much has ever really happened. I thought it was about to go, and it looks like it's about to go, and then it just snaps back. But to clarify this BTC example, this is not what we're doing in pairs trading. I just wanted to give you an example of mean reversion that you've seen with your own eyes. Pairs trading works a similar way, but instead of over weeks, we're talking over hours. And instead of watching one coin bounce around, we're watching the gap between two similar coins bouncing around. So we get aggressive buying and we open a sell trade here and simultaneously a buy trade here. So the key point here is that because we're opening two trades at once, we're not exposed to the market moving because the market is always wiggling underneath us. So we're betting that one coin goes down and one coin goes up. So if the market crashes, for instance, both coins are probably going to go down, but this coin will probably still go down more than this coin goes down. And we can still make money if it crashes. Likewise, if the market starts going up, we'll make more money on the up and less money on the down. The average isn't a price level, it's the relationship between two coins. Think of it like a rubber band connecting two coins. Most of the time they move together, the rubber band stays relaxed. Sometimes one coin gets yanked away and it's a big liquidation, a whale dump, a price insensitive muppet, buying 100 grand at market, whatever it is. The rubber band stretches. And what do rubber bands do when they get stretched too far? Snap back. It's exactly what we're trading. We wait for the rubber band to stretch, we bet on the snapback, we make our profits. We can go either short or long. So we're not stuck in any direction. We're betting that the diverging is an anomaly and we can make money off this. Because coins that are basically the same will revert back to the mean, and we can bet on that to make good, consistent profits. On average, we'll be right more often than not. This is usually about a 65% win rate trade. That is the secret to trading consistently. This is how all the pros do it. We're not betting on lottery tickets. We're not trying to find like once a year one coin that goes to the moon. We're systematically pulling profits from trades that are repeatable, predictable, happen every single day of the year. They work regardless of market condition, even if the market's moving up, if it's going down, or especially if it's going sideways. Absolutely the best time to do these trades is when it's going sideways. Any questions on this before we continue? No questions. How do you know which coin pairs? Well, this is a really good question. I think I cover it later in the presentation, but the short version is there's a couple of ways. You're looking for things that are fundamentally the same. So the first thing is you can use your brain box and uh, come up with a list that of coins that are plausibly the same. So Bitcoin Cash and Bitcoin Satoshi Vision, both terrible shit coins, but they're both equally terrible. Um, you could come up with a list of perp dexes, Hyperliquid and Aster and Lighter, um, Lighter and Extended. You could come up with a list of Web3 gaming coins. You can come up with a list of DeFi lending protocols. Are they in 1inch? Fantastic pair to trade. I trade it all the time. Um, Balancer in 1inch. Um, The third way that you could do it is by asking an AI. You'd say to the AI, Open AI, I'm trying to find pairs trading to trade. I'm looking for pairs that are similar in crypto to the ones that I've just listed, and it'll just spit you out a list of other ones that are plausible. Now, what you want to do is plug them into our little free back tester and see how they would have gone. And the truth is that coins that have made money in the recent past, mean reverting, are highly likely to stay mean reverting. And so that's how you do it. I'll dig into it in a little bit. Now, our version of this uses a unique algorithm developed by James himself to find major pairs that statistically move together. He did the mathing, because that's what he is, he's a math guy, to know when pairs are ready to snap back. Um, I don't think we have a, I don't think we have time to do that, but we'll post it. Of course, in the YF10 group, you won't need to get into the weeds of the algo or set up any complicated trading view charts. We'll tell you which rubber band pairs are ripe for profit. You just trade alongside our coaches. The best part is this works whether the market goes up or down. You're not betting on direction, you're betting on the relationship between two coins. So even in a choppy, sideways, or bearish market, you can still profit. It's the perfect complement to our green bar trades. Now you've got two edges working for you. Here's what this means for you. When you join YF10, you're not just getting the green bar trade, you're getting access to everything we discover. The rubber band pairs trading strategy, future edges James and the team develop, whatever is working best in the current market. I'm something of a trading slut. I'll go wherever there's money. And this is an evolving group where I'm always hungry. I'm always hunting for better ways to make you money. And stuff like the rubber band pairs trading strategy, it's brand new. I don't think anyone's ever shared a practical version of what is, the bread and butter for algo trading firms. We'll be rolling out full trading during season 2 of YF10. You'll learn exactly which pairs to trade, when to enter, when to exit, step by step. But you need to be inside the group to get it. All right, so now you've seen how we trade inside YF10, green bar trades, rubber band pairs trading. Now you just need capital to trade with. And that's where the funding comes in. Traditionally, there's 3 ways to get more capital, and option 1 is save the money yourself. Sucks ass. Takes years. Most people are never going to save 150 grand. It's like a house deposit. If you do save 150 grand, put it in a house deposit anyway. Don't risk it. Option 2 is risk your life savings, hyper gambling. Risk it all. If you've got 150K in the bank, you could trade with it, but are you really going to bet your family's financial security on it? I wouldn't. Option 3 is take out loans. Now, I shouldn't have to explain why taking out loans to bet on the riskiest market in the history of risky markets is really a dumb idea. Borrowing money to trade crypto is how you shoot yourself in the face. So what's the answer? What if someone else gave you the 150 grand? Recourse free. You kept most of the profits. And if you lost, it wasn't your money on the line. Well, this is what I'm going to show you how to do. Now, this account here, none of this money is mine. It belongs to something called a prop firm. If you've never heard of prop firms, let me explain. Prop firms are a company that funds traders. Their business model is simple: to find traders who know what they're doing, which isn't very many traders, give them capital and take a cut of the profits. So here's how it works. They give you the capital to trade up to 150 grand, and they pay you 80% of the profits you make. And this goes up to 90% after 4 months of consistent profits. You can withdraw in cash or crypto every 24 to 48 hours. So the idea is that as soon as you make money, you just pull it out. As soon as you make money, you withdraw the profits. As soon as you make money, you withdraw the profits. And I'd recommend withdrawing it to a crypto wallet because it's right there instantly. You trade with their money using whatever system you want. In our case, you use the trades from YF10. When you make money, you keep 80%, they keep 20%. It's a very, very fair deal. And here's the kicker. If you lose, you're not on the hook for their money. No loans, no personal guarantee. If the trades go against you, worst case, you lose access to the funded account. You don't owe them a dime. Let me make this crystal clear. You trade with capital they provide. You keep 80% of the profits. They take 20%. And this goes to 90% after 4 months of consecutive profit. If you lose, you're not on the hook. That's the deal. Now, obviously, they're not just handing out 150 grand to any Muppet. You have to prove that you can trade first. Well, that's fortunate because we can trade. This is where the challenge comes in. To get funded, you take a challenge. It's basically a test. They give you a demo account, same conditions as a real account, but simulated. Your job is to make 8% profit without blowing up. Now, you might have seen these tests in TradFi and FX. People like FTMO and the 5%ers, their challenges are extremely hard, almost impossible to pass. The ones in crypto aren't like that for a couple of reasons that I'll dig into. The crypto ones are about, 5 times easier to pass. The rules are simple. Don't lose more than 5% in a single day and don't lose more than 10% total. So you've got to make 8% without losing more than 5% in a single day and 10% total. And the TradFi firms, they put a time limit on. There's no time limit here. So once you hit the 8% profit target, pass the test and you're funded, here's the thing. The trades we share in YF10, they're built for this. We're making 8 to 15% per month with controlled risk. That's exactly what the challenge requires. When you combine the trading system with the prop firm opportunity, you've got a complete path to trading with 150 grand in capital. So let me lay this out step by step. Step 1, you join YF10. You get access to the live trading calls, real-time alerts, start following the trade. Step 2, you practice. Now, for the first 2 weeks, you're getting comfortable, you're following along, you're seeing how it works, you're not risking any money yet. Maybe trading with a small amount of money, like doing $50 trades. Step 3 is you take the challenge. Now, you use the exact same trades from YF10, the same alerts, the same calls to pass. Now, here's the trick with passing all funded challenges is they want you blow up if you go fast and you try and do it all in one day. The ones that have a time limit on encourage that sort of recklessness so you blow up. If you just go slow, if you go slow and steady, it makes it much easier. It takes your odds of passing from 35% in the TradFi ones up to 85% here. Whether that's the green bar trade, the rubber band pairs trading, or whatever new edge we discover, you use our best strategies to pass. For now, the system's built to hit an 8 to 15% per month. The challenge needs 8%. It lines up perfectly. Now, if our system's hitting 8 to 15% and per month and you need 8%, I'd say don't do it in a month, do it in 45 days. Like slow it down, take it steady. We'll take it slow and steady. The actual way to win this thing, and the one thing I want you to take from today, is that going fast is stupid. You want to go slow and steady. Any questions about the trades or the challenge, our coaches are there for you. You see other people in the group, exactly the same journey as you. We all pass together. Step 4 is you pass and get funded. You've hit the target, now you're funded. Now, depending on which challenge you took, you get anywhere from $5 to $150,000 in capital. From here, nothing changes. You do the exact same thing you did on the demo. You follow the trade alerts. The only difference is you're making percentage gains on a much bigger number without risking your own money. Step 5 is collect your profits, and you want to withdraw those profits as soon as they appear. Every month you take your 80% cut, but you don't wait till the end of the month. Like every couple of days, bang it out. So let's run the numbers again. 10% on 150 grand account is 15K in profits. You keep at 80%, which is 12 grand every month. Let that sink in. 12 grand every month. 12 grand a month trading someone else's money. That's 144K a year. It's a down payment on house, private school tuition covered for a couple of kids. That's your spouse quitting the job they hate. That's retirement on your terms, all from copying trades inside YF10. It's someone else's capital. So here's how you can do this. Put everything together, a bundle that gives you everything to go from where you are right now to trading with up to 150 grand in capital. There's two parts. Part 1 is YF10, where you learn the trades, you get ongoing support. Part 2 is bit funded, where you take the test to get funded. So let me break down each one. Part 1 is YF10 membership, is your trading, education, execution support system. Here's what you get. Weekly live trading calls with our professional trading coaches, Maurizio and Adam. These are guys who trade day and night for a living. They've got the technical and the mathematical knowledge behind it. They can answer any single question you have about this. You hop on Zoom, they share the screen, they say, we're shorting this coin right now, and you do the same trade in your account. No decisions, no analysis. You just copy what they do in real time trade alerts straight to your phone. If you can't make the live call, it's no worries. You just get a notification telling you what to trade and when. And like I talked about it before, this is a very forgiving trade. If you're a few minutes early, if you're an hour late, it's not the biggest deal in the world. Open your trading app, type in the tickers, done. It takes 2 minutes, do it from your phone. I mean, it is super clear. You're not making these trading decisions yourself. We tell you what to trade, when to enter, when to exit. You just follow instructions. Like following a recipe, we give you ingredients and steps and you do what it says. And yes, Maurizio and Adam will explain the method behind the trades. So you actually understand what's happening, you improve your skills, you get access to the community, 24/7 support from our coaches. And if you have questions, you post in the group. Your coaches will answer and help you. You also get call recordings if you miss a session. Every call's recorded. You can watch it later if you need to. Plus, you get access to all future strategies. YF10 is an ongoing group. We're always scanning for new edges. When we find something profitable, we share it with the group. It means you're not locked into one strategy. If our team finds something easier, more profitable, better suited to current conditions, that's what we switch to. So you're not just getting green bar trades, you're not just getting rubber band pairs trading, you're getting everything we discover going forward. The goal of YF10 is very, very simple, is to get you consistently profitable. Exactly what we're doing now, 8 to 15% a month. We're not going for more than that. We're not accepting less, and get you funded. So you can turn those returns into 5 to 15 grand a month in real cash, withdrawn every day. So what's the investment to join YF10? Well, we're doing something special for this Encore event. I'm going to give you the opportunity to join YF10 and get airdropped up to 2,500 in tokens airdropped to you. So if you're new here, please let me give you the rundown. For the past year, we've been developing our own coin called Trend, Hypertrend. I won't get too deep into the weeds, but basically we're taking our existing automated trading systems, putting it on the blockchain, creating a unique token that pays out USDC like yield. Ian or Maurizio, if you could post the docs.hypertrend.xyz in the chat so people can read more about it if they want. It's going to be the most profitable passive income token in the world, bar none. We're developing it in a way that will pay out 40 to 80% a year. It was 75% in 2025 in USDC yield. So it's an altcoin that pays USDC yield, and nothing comes close to this. We got the ticker already. The futures contract's already valued at 54 million. Well, not the futures contract. The coin is at 54 million market cap. It's not the official launch. We don't promote it. We don't tell many people about it. We've told our buddies, but that's about it. But it's a good indicator of what we do. We're aiming for a $100 million market cap at TGE, going to hose it in. So here's your chance to get up to 2,500 in trend tokens airdrop to you when we launch. When you join YF10, you can pick one of the following two offers. Option one is get a 12-month membership to YF10 for 2,500 today, and we'll lock you in to get a 2,500 worth of airdrop trend tokens when we launch. Option two is get a 6-month membership to YF10 for 1,500 today, lock you in to get 1,500 worth of airdrop trend tokens. In other words, we're matching your YF10 joining fee. We're giving it all back to you in trend tokens. Join YF10 for 12 months at 2,500 and you get 2,500 in trend. If you join YF10 for 6 months at 1,500, you get 1,500 in trend. So why am I doing this? My ultimate goal is to build a strong, loyal community, the core believers of trend. What I want is the holders of our coin to be people that we've built a community around, people that trust us, people that we can create wealth for together, not people who are gonna not people who are going to race to the exits like a lot of airdrops do. In my opinion, building it on top of YF10 is perfect for that. That's why I'm giving every long-term member of YF10 an airdrop package of trend tokens. You'll be able to use those tokens to earn passive income, which is 40 to 80% per year in USDC. You'll be part of the governance, part of the core founding members. You have voting rights. You'll be part of the DAO. But mostly, the big thing is you have trend token that pays you USDC to hold it. And of course, you'll be getting the mentorship, all the profitable trade alerts for the green bar and rubber band pairs trades inside YF10. So to recap, you can join YF10 for 12 months for $2,500 or for 6 months for $1,500. And we'll match your joining fee with a trend airdrop at token generation again. So what about existing YF10 members? If you've already joined YF10, when you buy the extra 12 or 6-month packages, we'll add your existing membership duration with your purchase. So you're basically extending your membership by 6 to 12 months and getting your trend tokens. In other words, everyone who joins with the 6 or 12-month membership is getting it for free because you get your joining fee airdrop back to you. So whatever you pay, you get that money back to you in trend tokens. I think this is the fairest way to make sure everyone gets the same opportunity to join YF10 long term and get up to 2,500 in trend tokens airdrop to. There's just one catch, and the catch is I'm only offering this trend token airdrop offer until this Sunday, and that's the 1st of February. That's all you've got. After this Sunday, the trend token offer expires. Of course, you can still join YF10 at the normal price, but with no airdrop. So if you want to get your $1,500 or $2,500 trend tokens along with your YF10 membership, so join the 6 or 12-month membership today. Does this sound good? Of course it does, but is there a guarantee? Yeah, you're covered by a full 30-day refund. So you can refund for any reason or no reason at all. So you can join YF10, you can try the trades, see if it works for you, get in the group, join the calls, try some trades. Plenty of time to test everything. You want your money back. I'm never going to hear about it. It goes to one of our customer support people. It just goes back to you. You don't need a reason. No one's gonna put the hard sell on you or make you feel like an asshole. You just get a refund. It's a no questions asked. Like a lot of people say they're offering refunds and then put tricky catches in them, and that's not our style. So you're starting with zero risk. And when you join with the 12 or 6-month packages, you get your trend tokens airdrop too. Okay, so let's say you joined with the YF10 extended membership package. Next, you want to get comfortable with the trades. That's when we'll get you funded. This is where Bitfunded comes in. So what is Bitfunded? Bitfunded's a prop firm. They give traders capital. When you sign up for a Bitfunded challenge, you pick how much funding you want to qualify for. Options range from 5 grand up to 150 grand, and you pay a one-time fee to take the test. Here's the breakdown. So the base is for a $5,000 account, your challenge fee is $99. For a $10,000 account, it's $149. For a $15,000 account, it's $199. For a $25,000, it's $299. And all the way up to $150,000 account costs you $13.99. Now, I would say no one should be starting with this. What you want to do is just test it out with one of these small packages. See how close to passing, or if you're already passed. If you pass it on 10,000, you can pass it on 150,000. It's the same thing. You don't want to go out and risk $1,300 especially if you've never traded pairs trading or the green bar trade before, you want to be absolutely certain that you're going to pass this thing before you risk any money. That's my advice to you, how I would do it. I would start off risking the smallest amount possible. I'd probably do it on a $99 challenge and take my time, do it over, 40 days, 45 days. Once I was absolutely certain that I could do that, hung out or hung over, do it every single time, then I'd use a larger account. So once you pay, you get a demo account with that amount of capital. And here's what makes Bitfunded special is there's no time limit. Most prop firms make you pass within 30 to 60 days. It creates pressure and mistakes. That's the catch. This is the key. Bitfunded lets you take as long as you need. If they let you go slow, you should go slow. You should be patient. You should follow the YF10 trades. You shouldn't go off the reservation. Now, here's what happens when you pass. Once you hit the profit target on your demo account, Bitfunded gives you a real live trading account with the same amount of capital. So if you took the $25,000 challenge and passed, you have a real $25,000 account to trade with. If you took the $150,000 challenge, now you've got 150 grand to play with. The funding level you choose for the test is the funding level you get when you pass. And this is important. You can't take the easy $5,000 test and magically get 150K in funding. Whatever level you test at is what you get. So pick the level that matches your goals and desired monthly income. And if your goal is big, try it first on a smaller goal, right? Like, be smart. Now, I've worked out a special deal with Bitfunded for our community. Like, this is an incredible deal. So when you buy one challenge through our link, you get a second attempt free. So if you buy one $99 challenge, they give you two for the price of one. So you're getting two tries for the price of one. So if you're trying the $150,000 account, at least you've got two goes. If you fluff it and make a terrible trade, wipe yourself out, well, you still got a free go. If something goes wrong on your first attempt, if you have a bad day, a mistake, you kick the cat, your wife yells at you, and you try and take it out on the market, you've got a backup. You can start fresh with a second attempt without paying any extra money. And this buy one get one offer, it's only available during this promo. Once it ends, you pay full price for just one attempt. So here's my recommendation: is don't start the challenge immediately. So you can buy the challenge today, and when you buy the challenge, you lock in the buy one get one offer because it expires on the 11th of February, but let it sit. Spend a few weeks in YF10 first, follow the trades, get comfortable, build your confidence. Then when you feel ready, start the challenge. And there's no expiration on your purchase challenge. You can let it sit for weeks or months if you want. It's going to be there when you're ready. And this is key. Go slow, guys. You do need to purchase it during this promo to get the buy one, get one deal. So buy now, start later. Now, which level of funding should you choose? So for most people on this call, if you're new to trading, I recommend starting with the $15,000 or $25,000 challenge. Start small. $199 isn't gonna wreck you. You get two challenges for $199, and $15,000 is not nothing to trade with when you pass. So here's why. At 8 to 10 monthly returns, a $15,000 account pays you roughly $1,200 to $1,500 per month. So it's worth your time doing. 25,000 account pays you roughly $2,000 to $2,500 per month doing. Again, worth your time doing. That's real money. The challenge fees are reasonable. It's not going to break the bank. And with the buy one, get one offer, you're actually getting two tries for the same price. And there's no time limit. No time limit is key. I encourage everyone to go slow with this. Nearly everyone tries to pass it in under a month. I would try and pass it in about a month and a half. That's my recommendation. Once you're funded and making money, you can save up and take the bigger challenges later. You can work your way up to 50K, 100K, 150K in funding. If you're already in YF10 or if you've done some trading before, if you're feeling confident, then you can look at the $50,000 to $150,000 challenges if you want. That's when you're making $5,000 to $15,000 a month, which is six-figure annual income territory. Technically, once you get really good, you can sign up for multiple, and that's what people do, by the way. It's just they sign up for multiple $150,000 accounts to trade with, and they'll trade one with the YF10 trade and one with the pairs trade, and people stack different strategies that way, and they stack their monthly profits. But for most people, here's what I recommend. Let me lay out exactly what to do step by step. So step one is join YF10 today. So the link is below. It's pretty long. So Ian, can you post this in the chat too? And then once you've joined YF10, then you register for Bitfunded here. Now, you need to use this reg ID, which Ian will also post in the chat, because that's how you get the buy one, get one. If you just come in like a rando off the internet, you don't get the 2-for-1 deal. So make sure you do that. So click the link in the chat, pick the 6 or 12-month packages to get your trend tokens. And this offer expires this week, so get in ASAP. And the usual 497 for 8 weeks, it's available too if you want that, but it will not get you any trend tokens. So join YF10 and register for Bitfunded here. Once you're in, you'll get immediate access to the community, the trade alerts, the live calls. And step 2 is sign up for Bitfunded and purchase your challenge today. Now, the UI is a bit confusing, so I'll show you the steps that you need to get funded. I'm going to show you actually on site. So you go to Bitfunded. This is their website. You click on New Challenge. Gives you a choice. You'll see until the February 11th, this buy one, get one offer is open. We have 2 types of challenges, 1-step and 2-step challenges. Always do the 1-step. This is key. I can run through the maths, but the 1-step challenge is much easier than passing the 2-step challenge. So you just click on the 1-step evaluation, and then you choose which one you want. Make sure it's 1-step, and then you pay either by crypto or debit card. So once again, you go to the Bitfunded page, you go to be active, and go new challenge. Make sure you choose 1-step evaluation. It's much easier. So you click new challenge, 1-step evaluation. You can scroll down for larger packages. You fill out your details, good to go. Now, this locks in your buy one, get one offer, which is 2 attempts for the price of one. Don't do a Google search, you don't get the offer. You have to use this actual link with this long string of numbers here. It's a special deal we've worked out for our community only. It's not a public thing. So to recap, so you pick your funding level, which is 15 to 25K for most beginners and higher if you're more experienced. Pay the Bitfunded challenge fee, then do nothing. Just let it sit for a bit until the whole idea is not to get excited and blow your load. The whole purpose of this is to create an income for yourself and let it last for years. And you need the skills to do that. It's going to take at least a couple of weeks to get the basics down. So step 3 is spend some time in YF10, get comfortable with the trades. We won't be launching the Bitfunded challenge until the 11th of February. So that gives you time to learn inside of the group before we start the challenge. So you follow the trade alerts inside YF10. You join the live calls, you watch the coaches execute trades, and you get comfortable with the process, and you see the wins stack up. And when you feel ready, then you start the challenge. And we'll be starting together after the 11th of February. 11th of February, mark it down. That's when you log into Bitfunded, you activate your challenge. Now you're trading on the demo account and use the exact same trades from YF10. The coaches will guide you through it. You're not alone. Pass the challenge, get funded. Once you hit the profit target, Bitfunded gives you real capital to trade with. You trade with your funded account, you collect your profits. Every month you take 80% cut of whatever you made. Your $15,000 account making 10% is $1,500 a month, and you keep 80%, which is $1,200 of that. Your $150,000 account making 10% is $15,000 per month, and you keep 12,000 of that. Same trade, same effort, no difference at all. You just make more money because you trade with more capital. That's how it works. You're not working 40-hour weeks. You're spending maybe an hour or 2 a week copying trades in total, taking zero risk because you get a 30-day money back guarantee on YF10. You're taking zero risk. You get 2 attempts at the Bitfunded challenge, not to mention you're not risking your own capital when trading. Bitfunded is funding you to trade. So this is a very low risk way to get started in trading. The downside is very limited and the upside is massive. It's an asymmetric trade. My goal for you, same as the goal I have for myself, is do whatever we want. whatever we want, with whoever we want, whenever we want, for as long as we want. Let no one tell you what to do. We want to be free here, people. We want to be free. By using the skills you develop from joining the YF10 group, 12 months from now, your life could be completely unrecognizable, could be completely debt free. You could be mortgage gone, credit cards paid off. That low grade financial anxiety you carry around could be gone. A year from now, your spouse could be home with the kids. My biggest flex, honestly, people say, well, how rich are you, Scott? I say, well, my wife doesn't have to work. She takes care of our kid. Not because they have to be, because they get to be. A year from now, you could be booking family vacations without checking your bank account first. Ocean view suite, business class flights, actually relaxing instead of stressing out about the bill. You could look at your kids' college tuition and just pay it. No loans, no figure it out later, just handle it. The future you can grab for yourself is right there. So make sure to join YF10 using the link, purchase your Bitfunded challenge today, and remember the 6 and 12-month membership packages get you 1,500 and 2,500 in trend token airdrops. You need to get in. This trend token offer expires this week on the 1st, and it's the 28th today. So while we do that, let me address some common questions, then I'll take questions in the chat. So first question everyone's going to ask, when is the trend token TGE? Well, we're shooting for late March. That's when we'll airdrop everyone's tokens. Hypertrend is running with our own money right now. Yeah, when we're certain we're not when we're certain we're not going to fuck it up, we'll airdrop everyone's tokens. It's possible we may have to delay if the market is still asked by then, but I reckon it's going to come good, and we'll keep you updated on this. And the second question that I know someone's going to have is, I've never done this before. Well, that's perfect because this is designed for complete beginners. You don't need to know anything about trading, analyze charts, pick coins. You don't need to know anything about what the coins do. We just tell you what to trade, and you just copy us. Show up to the calls, follow the alerts, click the same buttons as the coaches. That's it. Now, what if the market keeps crashing? Well, that's actually cool. It's better for us. The green bar trades are short trades, which is betting that the market goes down. A bear market is our friend. A sideways market is our friend. It still works in bull markets, but we're not waiting for things to go down. We profit from the drops. Plus, we're constantly testing new edges. The green bar trade's working best right now, but if the market shifts and something else works better, I'll switch to that. I am something of a shameless whore when it comes to swapping out for the new thing that works better. You'll always get whatever strategy is performing best in current conditions, because we always need a strategy that's working best in current conditions. I need to make a living, and this is how I do it. So whatever works in the current market, we share it with the group. So next question is, what if I don't have time for live calls? Well, it's no problem. All the trades just go out as alerts on your phone. You don't have to listen to me and Maurizio blather on for an hour unless you like hanging out and chatting with us while we take the trades, which is kind of fun, hanging out with the bros and take the trades and chatting and watching them all work. But you could just take it as alerts on your phone, be walking, you know, be walking around and just click a few buttons. Maybe you have to stop walking and pull over the side of the sidewalk or stop driving for a sec, but it wouldn't take you more than 2 minutes max. You get a notification, you open up the app, you place the trade, 2 minutes. All the calls are recorded if you want to watch later. And the next question we're going to get is, what if I don't want to do it right away? Well, in fact, that's what I recommend, because you buy your Bitfunded challenge today to lock in the buy one, get one offer, right? But don't start it yet. Let it sit. You want to be sure that you get it right. Spend a few weeks, get comfortable. When you're sure that these trades work, when you're emotionally comfortable, when you're not going to freak out the first time you have a losing trade, because you're going to have losing trades, start the challenge when you're ready. So here's what to do right now today. Ian should have dropped the links in the chat. I want you to first of all go join YF10. This is the essential thing. And then once you've done that, you want to register for Bitfunded so that you get the buy one, get one offer. Link one is join YF10. Pick the 6 or 12-month packages to get your trend token airdrops. You can join for 8 weeks if you just want to try it, but you don't get an airdrop. Joining today also gets you access to the trades, the calls, community, the support, everything. You get access to me. And then you register for Bitfunded. Pick your funding level. Start small is my advice. Pay your challenge fee, lock in your buy one, get one offer. Maybe, just maybe, if you're already comfortable that you're a good trader, maybe you want to buy maybe you want to buy two lots of buy one get one. Maybe you want to buy like a $99 one and get two for that to practice on, and then get your big account, your $50,000, your $100,000, your $150,000, because you still get a buy one get one on that. That's one good way to go. You can pay with card or you can pay with crypto. And once you're in, you get access to YF10 immediately. The community, the calls, the alerts, all of it. Your Bitfunded challenge is waiting for you whenever you're ready to start. Links are in the chat. You can look below. Um, Click both links, get into YF10, purchase your Bitfunded challenge, lock in your trend token airdrops by joining the YF10 6 or 12-month packages today. All right, let's open it up in the chat for questions.
All
And
right, Scott.
I'm going to pass it back to you so you can, yeah, let's do some questions.
Superb. I've been scooping a few questions up as we go. So, first one, Scott, should people go for the one step or the two-step test, in
Definitely,
your opinion?
definitely the one step. And the reason behind that is that if you uh if you try and pass the one step challenge with a Sharpe ratio of about 1.5 in 30 days, your odds of passing a one-step challenge are about 50%. If you spit that out to 45, if you stretch that out to 45 days, your odds of passing a one-step challenge go out to 70%. Now, if you do a two-step challenge, your odds of passing the second stage are approximately the same as the first. So if you try and pass it in 30 days, 50% by 50% is you've got a 25% chance of passing uh, uh, a two-step trading challenge in 30 days compared to a 70% chance of passing a one-step trading challenge in 45 days. So there's just no contest. Statistically, one step is easier. One step goes from being a low probability, you're probably gonna fuck it up, to you're probably gonna make it work unless you make a mistake. That's all it is.
Thank you. Thanks, Scott. So, some of our very switched on traders and already FinRev members have been messaging me saying, if I buy this, Ian, can I stack my trend tokens on top of my airdrop?
Yes.
And I'm like, well, yes, you can. And they were like, well, great. I'm probably not going to trade it, but I'm going to stack tokens, Ian. And I thought traders are switched on.
Okay, so we got a question here and all joined up. I need to move forward. What platform do you use to trade in? It's inside of the Bitfunded platform. Now I can tell you you trade it on bitfunded.com, but the actual mechanics, the coin list, the order book comes from Binance. But it's Binance on the back end with Bitfunded on the front end. So it's effectively Binance, and except that Binance you can't use from the US, Bitfunded you can use from the US.
Excellent. So we just want to have a separation for some questions here then. So the green bar trade is not what we're going to be using on Bitfunded. So anybody that's looking at their green bar trade and thinking, is this enough to pass the Bitfunded? They don't apply. So it's going to be the pairs system that will be trading on Bitfunded.
I got a good question. Any taxes to be paid in profits in the USA? Okay, first of all, I'm a fat guy on the internet. I ain't no accountant. You shouldn't be asking fat guys on the internet for tax advice. Your taxes are your business. But here's the way it works in the real world is if you withdraw to a crypto wallet which isn't attached to your name, it's just a number on the internet. Um, there's absolutely no reason why the tax office would ever find out about that because it's not connected to your name unless you chose to tell them, which you probably should on the honor system. I'm not encouraging anyone to avoid taxes, but if you weren't to report that to the IRS, there's pretty I don't know how they'd figure it out. Like, I mean, yeah.
For sure. So the what we call the season two, this is going to begin on February the 11th. So that means that when people join and they go into the group today and they're like, great, I'm ready to start season two. So it's literally a case, get in the group, time doesn't start until February the 11th. Get yourself comfortable, have a read through the materials for season one. The group is so active. You can ask general questions in there, look at how people are posting. if you see somebody that says, "Oh, I had one of the five trades that didn't win today," have a chat about them. Have a chat with the other people that are winning. You know,
We got another good question. So Scott, you said that to pass the Bitfunder challenge, one needs to be 8%, but then you said 8 to 10%. So the way it is you have to make 8% without losing 10%. And there's a second condition is that you can't lose more than 5% in any one day. So that's you have to make 8%, you pass the challenge. If you make 8% without losing 10% and without losing more than 5% in one day. Should we use the green bar trades to pass the challenge, or do we use the pair trading to pass the challenge? I think a lot of that depends on what time of the day you're trying to sit down at and um, uh, how quickly you want to pass the challenge. If you were dead set on passing it within 30 days, the pairs trading is the obvious choice. If you're happy to string it out, I would do a mix of them because obviously not every strategy is going to work every single day. So if you have two strategies, quite often if one doesn't show you a profit the one day, the other one will work. So these are I would use them together, even though it's a little bit more complicated to use them together. If you're a beginner, I would pick the green bar trade because it's simpler. Honestly, the green bar trade is simpler. Yeah, and Crego, prop trading works. If you blow your account, you have to buy back in. And so what we're doing here is we've got an offer we worked out with them that now until February 11th, if you buy your prop funder challenge, you get two for the price of one. So if you blow your account, you use your second one. Once a participant makes 10K or more, it requires participant to do full KYC. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that when you pay by credit card, you've already done KYC. Yeah, there's no real way to deal with real companies on the internet. If you're dealing with Binance or Kraken or Coinbase, you're giving them your name and address. I know some people don't like that, but that's just the way it is. How do you pay for the YF10 from your Hyperliquid account from FinRev? You sell some USDC and out of you withdraw it. You withdraw some USDC and then you send it to the crypto payment links and pay by crypto. Can I pay with a credit card? Absolutely. Post those links again, please. Here,
all
guys.
right.
This is a great program. It's a really good program. Um, do we still use TradingView? We use TradingView for the pairs trading. Um, uh, and we execute on the Bitfunded platform. Yes, you can upgrade down and you just pay the difference. What Sydney time is the YF10 trades done? What is that Sydney time, Maurizio? I think it's 10 a.m.
Um, Adelaide time, I mean, my time, I'm in Adelaide, so it's usually 9:30 in the morning. So I think it's 10 o'clock Sydney time when we do the uh, the YF 10 trades.
Miami Duda says something interesting. Don't we get a demo account with Bitfunded so we can practice before taking a challenge? Yeah, but you want the buy one, get one free offer. You definitely want that. What platform is best to use from Ontario, Canada? Bitfunded.
I trade right. That's very good. I made a confusing statement earlier, which Scott
Yes, you
can
did.
clear up. Yeah, yeah. That's why I'm shutting up now.
We all do it. I did it last week too. Yeah. Okay, you want to correct your big mouthiness?
Yeah, so we'll be using both of the systems for the bit funded. I had it in isolation. That's not correct. Listen to the big man.
So worst case, you don't pass in two tries, you just lose the paid Bitfunded challenge fee. So you've lost $99 or $129 or whatever you've paid. Yeah, that's exactly right, Spencer. And you can copy trade before February 11th. I'd recommend everyone practice before February 11th. I will be. I've been trading for 20 years, and before I want to get and do a thing, I'll practice it. I trade it for smalls, trade it for like $10 a trade.
It's easy to fat finger something when
Oh
you're
man,
Okay, can you
something
can you
new.
address Danny's question in the chat? Because I don't want to mess that up.
Uh, Sorry, which question is this?
Danny, if you have the 8 week already, will you automatically apply the discount?
Oh, okay. No, so if you want to reach out to us, I'll post the email address now, Danny. Let me get this. So anybody that is a current member of YF10, just shoot us an email and I'll deal with you personally to discuss the
And
upgrade.
you'll just pay the difference only.
Yeah. It'll be very smooth.
Yeah. Yeah. Guys, I don't want to take up too much of people's time. That this has been amazing. Can't wait to see you all in the chat. As it happens, today I'm taking our lead developer and his daughter, and we're taking BMW motorcycles on the Mae Hong Song loop north of Chiang Mai. So I'll be out riding past your part of the world, do you?
Nice.
Nice. Nice.
Well, be safe, drive safe.
Oh, yeah,
And,
yeah. I love being safe on motorcycle. What's the fucking point? Okay. I'm gonna go ludicrous speed, risking life and limb,
right.
and I'd be lucky to make it back. I trade crypto and you dare to talk to me about risk management? What's wrong with you?
So there's
Wrong
no
with you?
stop loss on the
Wrong.
bike. Well, if this is it, Scott,
If this
it's
is
been a
it,
pleasure.
he died as he lived. Free to ride without being hassled by the man. All right. See you,
Oh,
brothers.
brilliant. See you later, everyone.
see you